list, it said that we're from Centennial, Colorado. But we're actually Centennial Middle School from Boulder. So
Yeah.
Okay.
From Boulder. Yes.
Boulder.
Thank you. Gotcha.
You guys ready to start?
We're ready.
Okay. A tourist is traveling in the Philippines as a traveling blogger. He comes across the rice terraces in the Ifugao province and decides to take a look for himself.
Wow. These sites sure are amazing. Man, I wish it were better taken care of though.
I'd have to agree with you on that. Would you like a tour?
Yeah, love one.
See, look, aren't these terraces magnificent?
Wow.
They've been around for more than 2,000 years.
So lush. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
They're beautiful.
The American tourist is given a guided tour around the terraces, and then, in an example of Philippine hospitality, is invited home for dinner.
Welcome to my humble home.
Thank you.
Please come in. My
Got
family's
my-
just sitting down.
Sorry, I got my shoes on, buddy. Too bad there aren't any trails there.
Oh, that's okay. This is a tourist. He's visiting all the way from the United States of America.
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yes.
How are you liking the rice terraces?
They're absolutely amazing. The villages here are wonderful as well. It's a pity to see that they're not being protected well enough though. That
Yes.
hurts me down in the heart.
I'm against too much tourism. It takes away our locals and puts them in big cities.
What kind of big cities?
Big cities like Manila.
Oh yeah. What kind of things do they want in Manila?
They take jobs in terrible factories.
Wow.
Yes.
Do they get paid more than they would be as farmers?
Oh, yes.
Yes, a bit, but my oldest son, he left. and
Oh.
I wish you could have let him, but he's
Yeah,
working in
too.
a factory in Manila.
The thing is, the tourism industry actually provides us with more money than just picking rice. It's a more reliable stream of income.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, this rice is absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
I've never tasted anything like it.
Thank you.
Well, I think I've got to be off. My plane leaves in a few hours.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me over. And I wish I could have met your son today.
Yes,
Tell him I say goodnight. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
After his adventure in the Philippines, the blogger posts the story about the rice terraces. The news spreads like wildfire.
Hello?
Oh, hi. I read your blog and I greatly admire it.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering, I read your latest post. It seems like it's such a big issue. I've never heard about it. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, well, thank you for showing your interest. It sure makes me feel good. But, yes, you can definitely spread the word about it and be looking out for other issues like that you could help.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I've read your blog and I absolutely love it.
Thank you very much.
Those rice terraces are just amazing.
Yes, they are.
It's such a pity they're being destroyed.
Yes, that's a big point. I'm glad you recognized it.
Yes, no, thank you. I like your blog.
Thank you.
Ring, ring.
Yes?
I'm a representative from UNESCO,
UNESCO, wow.
and I read your blog. It sounds important.
Yeah.
I think this issue actually needs to be touched on.
Yes, it certainly does.
I think I'm going to organize a conference with global leaders around the globe.
Wow, in Geneva?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Wow. Well, I'd love to come. Count me in.
Okay, see you there.
Thank you.
3 months later, global leaders from around the world can come together to discuss the Banaway rice terraces. The terraces have grown from a local issue into a worldwide concern. Present at the conference are a UNESCO representative, the head of the Philippine tourist industry, an ambassador from Indonesia, a local father, and the tourist that started it all.
We are here today to discuss the matter of the negative effects of globalization and tourism on the Banaway rice terraces, and to ensure a global development on the possibility that these terraces are being destroyed permanently. I would like to call on the United Nations Millennium Development Goal 8.
We
not think that tourism affects the runaway rice terraces because it brings extra income it brings in income for the locals, and it also boosts up the economy.
Although it brings extra income, it also takes our workers away, which means that our terraces cannot be maintained properly.
Some protection has to be put in place. If the workers are all leaving, then nobody's left there to preserve their culture.
I think I have an idea. See, in Indonesia, in Bali, we have the Bali rice terraces, and there are laws there that prevent tourists from going off trails, stop tourists from degrading the rice industry and the park.
Also, they have a clear tourism website, and here, I have to figure it out myself and get a tour by the local.
That is a good idea. Boundaries could be placed, however, it may complicate a tourist vacation. Also, we would need to find other means of luring them in. So, do you think we could make it into a UNESCO heritage site?
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. There are too many modern structures near the land. However, if boundaries are placed, showing where tourists are permitted, I may be able to make part of the rice terraces a heritage site.
That is a good point.
As for rescuing the rest of the rice terraces, though, I'm afraid it's out of our power.
Rescuing? That kind of sounds good. What if we could create something else, like UNESCO, but that could protect sites that aren't eligible?
Is there any way possible that we could protect the culture of land as well as the environment?
That would be a great idea.
International culture center.
But then, yeah, rescuing, how about that?
A new organization, I like that. And I think this should go international. We can be called RICE.
UNESCO could provide the funds, and we'll be off the
Rescuing
ground.
International Cultures and Environments. It is so ordered.
2 months after the conference, rice was created. People are moving back from Manila to work in the rice terraces.
Rice doesn't actually exist, but maybe, someday, it will.